Hi, welcome back to my channel. My name is Denise and I am the owner and operator of Hey Dottie Accessories. This video will be about just my journey and why I started Hey Dottie. And a lot of people think it was because I wanted to resell jewelry. That's the only part of it. And when I first started, that was my focus, to resell jewelry, right? Bracelets, of course. How do you run a business without a product? So, yeah, very early on, I've always been that child or that teenager that loved like colorful things. I love like pops of color. And the reason why I started making bracelets was because as I got older, into my adulthood, my early late 20s, early 30s. I'm not gonna tell you my age now, but that's neither here nor there. But I wanted to just basically, I like to like matchy match. I liked having my like jewelry match what I was wearing, right? Yeah, I'm that girl. So I could never like find pieces or like bracelets that matched my outfit. So what I did was I would like go around to Hobby Lobby, Michael's, any like fashion, not fashion, any craft shows or any other like boutiques that sold beads. And I would go around and look for, beads or whatever. And I would go home and I will make bracelets. And if I have bracelets, if I can find some, I'll insert them right about here. Yeah, that is my early on journey. So it really started as a hobby, honestly. It started as a hobby. And I would get like thoughts of, because people used to comment or compliment on my bracelets all the time. And it kind of dawned on me a few times. Sorry. I have my notes right here because I can't go off on a tangent. But it did dawn on me that I could, possibly resell these, right? um I don't think that I was in the I'm not gonna say don't. I was not in the right mind frame earlier on, and really up until maybe like a year or so ago. Honestly, if I'm honestly speaking, I probably have never been in the right mindset to be a business owner and to resell things or my bracelet. I had remember like my daughter's father used to always he literally used to always tell me, you're so creative. Why don't you could be selling your stuff on Facebook. You could be doing this and you could be doing that. And I would, yeah, you're right. I probably could, but who gonna buy for me? In the back of my mind, that's what I didn't tell him that, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, who gonna buy for me? Like, I don't really know how to be a business owner. I don't know, the ins and outs of running a business, right? And I didn't around the time he was telling me that, it just went in one ear and out the other. Now, mind you, I did, have like little thoughts of it, but it just was a, you know, fly by night thought. Um, and one day I just decided, let's give this a go, because I would get a lot of compliments on my bracelets. And I'm just like, okay, well, maybe, I keep getting all these comments, so maybe I can. So I ended up buying, like, went to Marshalls and Home Goods and probably Walmart, I don't know, a few places to get, maybe even Dollar Tree, right? To get like some props, to do like product photo shoots, whatever. And I did. And if I find those, I will definitely, I hope I did not delete them. You know how your phone, you don't have any storage, and it was like, I don't need these photos. And I hope I did not. But didn't, if I didn't delete them, then I will definitely insert them right about here. Okay. So yeah, so I did the product photos and everything. And the when I tell you the photos was cute, okay, I was eating down back then, 2014, baby, eating down. Probably not even 24. I would have to literally go back to the actual date, y'all. But eating down on them photo shoots, baby, period. But I posted them and crickets. Okay. And that's when I'm like, mm, well, maybe I'm not cut out for this. Maybe I'm not, I don't, maybe don't nobody want them for real, for real. So that was that. I would say around 2020 when, the world shut down, right? Um, People were doing their thing. They were, getting crafty. They were finding things that they can sell. And that's what TikTok, that's when TikTok was like a big thing. But I wasn't really a fan of TikTok. So I didn't get on TikTok. That probably was my number one mistake. But um I again tried it again. I'm like, okay, well, maybe this is my chance. Like I see everyone else doing it, so maybe this is my chance to write. Maybe this is my chance to showcase my talent again, right? So what do? I bought new beads, and I probably had other old beads that I already had. 9 times out of 10, I did. And I again was doing product photo shoots. I remember I was still working where I'm working currently at now, and I would on after maybe on lunch or after I would get off. The scenery where I work at a university, is very beautiful. Like it's very beautiful. So I would do like outside photo shoots and things of that nature. And once again, if I have photos, I'll insert them right about here. So yeah, I, did all the things, right? I was posting on social media. I remember one product photo. I put um I put the picture of the product, and I put like $25, only one available or something like that. And no, didn't get hit. Got likes, got comments, pretty, beautiful, da 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 da. All the things people always tell me this. If you're a business owner and you have products that you post on your social media and you get tons of likes, tons of views, tons of comments saying, oh, cute, 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 but never, where do I buy? Such a shame, such a shame. But I do have something for that. Okay. And we're going to get into that's marketing, but we're going to get in that maybe a little bit later in the video. So again, and I apologize if my lighting is getting even more terrible than what it was. It's getting really dark outside because it's about to rain. But nothing, right? I know, I got the comments, I got the likes, I got the views, but no purchase, no purchases. So I was like, you know what? This not for me. It's just not. So that was 2020. Fast forward to 2025. I stumbled across. I stumbled across a digital marketing course. I ended up purchasing that course with the intent to resell the course. And I was not successful in that. And I was a little frustrated. I was a little upset about it, right? I'm trying to make this video as short as possible, but my one of my really really good friends had came over last year around July, maybe it was around June, July, and she also purchased a course and wanted me to help set up store her online store. And she came over and we talked, and she was showing me all of like her. Okay, again, my friend is multi-passionate. She has all of these ideas in her head. She has all these businesses. She's really talented. And she has this one business where she's just set up in business. Okay. She has everything. She has the business banking account. She has the LLC. She has the website. She just has it all. But no offense, Christy, if you're watching, she just lacks confidence, basically. And when you lack confidence, your money lack, right? But she has all of these ideas and all of these businesses. Like I can name three, off the top of my head. So when she left, something in me said, "Wow, this girl has everything. She's set up in business, legit, right? But she lacks the confidence." And me, on the other hand, I mean, I'm not gonna say that I'm like this best content creator, because I'm not, far from it. But I was not afraid to show up online. Like, I'm not afraid. So it gave me an idea. I'm just like, I have this. I bought this dang on course. I have these skills inside the course. Why don't you relaunch? And when I say relaunch, let's just say this will be the launch that I did would have been my first launch ever. Hey Dottie. So last year was like the rebirth, really, of Hey Dottie. And I learned the skills inside of this course. Now, I don't regret it. I honestly, at first I was like down, I was like upset about it, but now at that point, last year I was like, girl, just use the skills that you learned from this course and apply it to Hey Dottie. Hello. So, Christy, I know we've talked about this, but I just want to say, if you watch this video, like, girl, thank you for coming over. Like that, I just feel like that was just God. That was just God positioning Hey Dottie back in the forefront of my mind. So thank you, sis. So anyway, so last year, again, I learned all the skills. I started heavy, talking about Hey Dottie, started launching it correctly. I wasn't talking about products. I wasn't talking about, buy this, buy this, buy this. I was literally leading with a story, my story about where the name came from, how significant this brand was to me. And I had a emotional connection. I was trying to not trying, I connected emotionally with my audience. So that being said, so I was doing all the things, I was showing up, I was going live, I was creating, the strategic content, which I was like connecting or attracting, connecting, educating, and, trying to build my email, like all the things, right? I did that for about 2 months. September 26th, Lord, September 26th of last year, I launched Hey Dottie. And when I say, oh, let me go back. I'm sorry, because I don't think well, I guess you have contact clues that I did not make a dime prior, all those years that I was trying to sell my products or posting them on social media, hoping to get a sale. I never got a sale ever. So when I launched, I went live that day. I was all on the social medias. I was blasting emails. Oh yeah. Don't sleep on email marketing. I was blasting my emails all day, getting anticipation and getting the crowd going, right? Um, all the things that I learned in this course. And if you want to get the same course, I might have that linked for you. But anyway, so yeah, I ended up going live 7 p.m. that night. It was a Friday night, and I'm on my Shopify. I'm looking, people visiting. I'm like, oh, all these people are on my store. And I ended up getting maybe like 4 sales that night, which was tea. Okay. It was tea. I was so happy. I was so excited because I was like, oh, it worked. This works. It really did work. So what I learned, and I know I'm probably dragging this on, but what I learned was that prior to, I was not marketing, I was not emotionally connecting. I was simply posting a product thinking someone would buy my product. And that is probably the worst thing you can do as a business owner, is to just constantly promote the product and not really connecting with your audience. So the biggest thing I learned was having an emotional connection. Sorry. So let's go on, because I'm rambling and I didn't want this video to be that long. But another thing that I did was, I did have to, prior to the launch, I did have to connect. I did have to reflect with myself and really open up and really like dig deep about, okay, what is Hey Dottie? Why does Hey Dottie matter? Why should anybody buy? Why should anybody care, about my bracelets? And the fact of the matter is, nobody cares about my bracelets. Mic drop. Don't get me wrong. Yes, they were cute. Yes, they were fire. Yes, they were trendy. Okay. I put my heart and my soul into, when I'm creating, I'm creating. But did nobody give a damn about how my bracelets look? Even going back to 2020, those bracelets were fire. Okay. They were fire. Um, I lacked emotional connection with my audience. I lacked branding. I lacked sales psychology. I lacked a lot of things. And I simply just wasn't aware of. So now I know what I know. But Hey Dottie is for the woman who has spent years putting everyone else in front of her or first and choosing herself last. That's who Hey Dottie is for. Hey Dottie is about choosing yourself again, choosing to take up space in any room, feeling seen, feeling loved, feeling wanted and worthy. That is what Hey Dottie is. So once I figured that part out, the content got easier. Everything was easy. Everything was easy because I center my content around those values or those things. So that is the story of why I started Hey Dottie. So that's it. That is it. So if you stay to the end of this video, My tongue is so fat. I really, really do appreciate you staying to the end of this and yeah, being on this journey with me. I'm definitely going to show up for this brand. I'm going to show up for this channel. And I just have so many ideas. So much, so much, so much. So, again, if you stay to the end of this video, I really do appreciate you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you want to follow the journey. No pressure, okay? No pressure. But if you do, go ahead and do the see the fat tongue. Go ahead and do those 3 things for me, okay? And I will talk to you on the next video. Bye.